Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We're at the 14th May here today, and man, looks like we've just been ranging here all night. London session range, moving into pre-New York. Looks like pound yen is ranging here as well. Let's just make sure. All right, all the systems are running. We got Zoom coming in. How's your green tea? Amazing, amazing as always. Okay. All right, see what we can do today. Yeah, we're just ranging on pound yen. I was just doing some chart analysis here on pound yen, and it just seems like we're just in a range on the 1 hour time frame. We got a resistance around, 153, around 154. Same area, pretty strong resistance there. We got rejected here yesterday. Yesterday at London close, rejected again in the Asian session. Did a little rejection again after, at London Open. So we're just kind of like in the range at this point, right? And if you measure this range, this is a 27 pip range. So let's take a look on 30-minute time frame. Yeah, we're just ranging here. So I would maybe call this a no trade range. Yeah, right there. It's going to be a no trade range here. And then if we break below that area, 153.700, we may continue down towards the support. But other than that, I think we're just ranging here. Oh, thank you, Mr. Shaji. Good morning from the Gulag, from the UK. Nice. Yeah, no trade range. Also, it's a Friday, right? It's a Friday, so I'm probably gonna say maybe be a little bit conservative with your trades. Try not to go too hard on the charts here. So from what we can see, based on the US dollar, we got some retail sales. I think this is going to be a mover here for gold, and also the USD pairs. And it's going to be interesting what these numbers are going to come out, because CPI was really good, right? CPI was really good. If CPI was good, retail sales should also be because they're expecting lower numbers, right? If the numbers are really good, I think gold's going to move here a bit too. So we're going to take a look at that and see what happens. Let's see. I can't find US 30 on Dominion markets. Oh, it's not US 30. It's DGI USD. All right, let's take a look on the daily here on gold, see what's going on. So we're coming up to a resistance area, 1840, 1838. Let's take a look on the 4-hour time frame. Same idea here. We created a support, and I guess we broke that support to continue to the upside. We're coming up to this resistance at 1840. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, we're kind of just ranging at this point now. Yeah, this is a range. And you can see, I mean, the way price is ranging, and as the time gets closer to retail sales, which is going to have a lot of volume, you can see the ranges are going to start to break a little bit, right? Because look, on the 30-minute time frame, we're also ranging. So, I mean, we have to wait at this point. We have to wait whether price is going to break up or is it going to break down. So let's kind of drop down to 15-minute and make this range a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. This is the range we have today on gold, between 1831 and 1836, this 46 pip range. And if we break above this area, let's take a look at this over here, right? If we break above 1836, there's a very high probability we can continue on towards 1840, which is 40 to 41, 42 pips away. And obviously, if we break the support, then we can continue moving bearish, right? Probably could continue till 1827, 1826. These are the areas we may be looking at if price breaks the lows. How was your first day after Ramadan? It was pretty good. Pretty good. What's this? Pound yen 30-minute chart. Potential sells below this area, buys above this area. Looks good. Kind of like the same analysis we have over here. So it's going to be interesting to see how pound yen reacts today on a Friday. It could also very well just range. The whole session, it can just range. It is what it is. The only thing we're gonna what's this? Daniel Savage signals chat went from 1350 members to 800. Oh, because he tries to trade in the range. He tries to trade in a range. He doesn't, and it's just very hard to win in the range, right? So whenever you see a range, you're just like, okay, you know what? We're just gonna wait. Because if you don't wait, you take a trade, you're gonna lose the trade. You're gonna get emotional about it, and then it's not going to be a really good ending at that point. So you really got to wait over here. You got to get comfortable with waiting in the ranges. All right, let's take a look at this. I just entered this trade. Buy once, break the wick. Buy once, break the wick. Yeah. I don't know. There's a little bit of a consolidation here, so maybe we'll have to look at the 30-minute time frame here. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. Oh, the 30-minute time frame also broke the wick, but the thing is, it rejected this area up over here. The 30-minute. Let's take a look on the 1 hour. 1 hour is ranging at this point. You know, if the 1 hour is like this, I'm probably not going to be comfortable taking buys on gold. You know, even though if you're executing this on the 15-minute, it's just the 1 hour just looks like this, right? So whenever you have candles printing next to each other, that's when you can say, okay, like, you know what, price is ranging when candles are printing next to each other. So this is where you have candles printing next to each other. So this is where, you know, this is going to be a very difficult range to trade in. Excuse me. All right. Don't you think sells below 700 are risky? 153, 700. We got a 4-hour candle full of rejection there in that area. Yeah, that's true, right? But what I'm picturing is that if, let's say, we can get a 1-hour candle closing, let's say, something like this, right? Don't we think that the next 1-hour candle can continue down to fill this wick to the left-hand side and then continue down towards, you know, 153, 500? That's what I'm thinking at that point, right? Only based on the 1 hour time frame. If we get a candle closing this way and the next one can basically break the low and continue moving bearish. So that's a big if, you know, if that happens. So it's always good to visualize moves before they happen here. Potential buy above 1835, target 1842. Yeah, looks good. We have retail sales news, so we'll see how price is going to react there. Ooh, pound AUD has also been ranging here. Really, really solid range on pound AUD. Okay, what's this here? Can you check this gold trade I took? Took an impulse buy right here, secured 10 pip profits, and then price came down. Oh, nice. Secured positions, it's always good. We got a bunch of trades over here. Oh, buys with clean candles to the left hand side. Close 75% at price, close weak bearish. Oh, weak bullish, let the rest running. Beautiful. Making this trade break even since I closed 75%. I think what you could have done is to see that how could you have added a position back? You know, that's the next step now. Because when you're winning a trade after closing a percentage because you lacked confidence, I think the next step is to say that, okay, even though this was a winning trade, where could I have added another position to kind of like, you know, make those gains back? So that's the next challenge at that point. Let's take a look at GU, see what GU is doing. MF was the best investment I did in my life. Oh, nice. Thank you. All right, let's take a look on the daily time frame here. Looking on the daily time frame. Okay, so daily is basically rejecting a bottom at this point, which may mean that there's a probability for the daily candle to continue moving bullish, right? So if we created a high around 1.41400, we're coming down to create like a support. There's a possibility we can break the previous daily high and then continue bullish, right? Let's take a look on the 4-hour time frame. 4 hours also creating a support over here. Actually, we got a bunch of zones on the 4-hour time frame here now. We got a resistance up at 1.40680. Let's take a look on the 1-hour time frame. Yeah, we have a resistance right here where price tapped into after the London Open. Yeah, I guess we'll have to break above this area for price to continue bullish. Let's take a look on the 15-minute. Yeah, this is the area. After we break this area around here, 1.40750, 800, we got a clean range going up to 1.4100 right here. So, like, you know, at the same time, we have retail sales data. Of course, this involves the US dollar, so I think it's going to be a good idea to kind of wait over here. Which colors do you have on your MT5 on each candle? Every time I enter a trade, price would go in my direction. Oh, I'm going wild trying to do the same as yours. They're the same colors which we have over here. So you go to settings, and you basically choose the colors. Yeah, there's a place where you get the code, but I'm not sure where that is anymore. All right, the pound yen. I saw your chart set up on pound yen. What do you think about this 30-minute support? Yeah, that's a mini support there, and once price breaks below these lows, we're expecting the support to be broken, you know, with the volume. So that support is basically a wick fill on the 1 hour time frame. So that's what we're kind of like expecting. If we break below 153.700, we're expecting this wick to get filled and continue moving down towards 153.500. What's this chart? GU ranges are pretty nasty today. That's true. That is true. Nice chart here. Nice labeling here. Zone work is pretty good. We're moving up at this point. So this is the area we may be looking at for price to break above 153, 960, 980. But you know, it's a Friday, so you'll have to be very, very careful. Very, very careful. Don't try to rush in a trade. Make it a mission that if you think you're going to take a trade, just wait 15 minutes more. You know, just 15 minutes more. If not 15, 5 minutes more. Wait for another 5-minute candle. And often enough, what that's going to be is that's going to be a wrong trade to take. Let's take a look at this here. This is Euro JPY. If support is formed, wait for the candle closing above to enter buys. Oh, nice. You're looking for buys at this point. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. I also think if we break below this area, there's a probability for price to continue moving bearish. Yeah. Could be the case over there. So I think the only thing I'm going to be waiting for is going to be retail sales data, and then I may be using a buy stop and sell stop. Buy stop and sell stop on the retail sales data. Hey Raja, please help me. So this week, every time I enter a trade, price would go in my direction for 2 pips, then reverse to stop me out, then goes into my direction. What can I do? Well, Jordan Knox, this is a very common issue people face. I think the best thing you can do is to see that, okay, even though if you're getting stopped out, and after you get stopped out, price goes in your direction, you need to take a look at that and ask yourself that, okay, you gave your bias only one chance, right? The second question is that when you got stopped out, did you manage risk, right? Did you lose less than what you intended to lose, right? That's the second question. Third question is that if you got stopped out and price moved in your favor, you need to take a look at that and say that, okay, if my bias was correct, how could I have given my trade a second chance, right? What could I have seen in the chart to say that, okay, maybe this is where I could have given my trade a second chance? And then if you ask, oh, what risk you should use, then that goes back to your second question, which was about risk management, right? Did you manage risk? If you manage risk, that's the risk you can put back on the trade to give your trade a second chance. That's what I would do, and that's what I've done. And like, you know, that helps, because at times you don't see those moves happen, but like after the move has happened, that's why they say hindsight is 20/20, that you can take a look at that and say that, oh, okay, like, you know what, maybe this is where I could have entered, or I could have executed the trade, you know, and then based on that you can continue on forward. Let's take a look at this SPX 500 chart here. Buys above 41.41, looks good. Yeah, looks perfect. Probably sells below this area. I think we may also get a move below this area here. I'm not sure. This is a 15-minute chart. Okay, yeah, probably it's not enough range. But still, I think with the volume coming in with retail sales data, we could move below this area and, you know, may continue down if the data is really, really strong and really weak. So we'll have to see what happens. Do you think about the fake out on 15-minute time frame on gold? What do I think about the fake out? Nothing. Absolutely nothing, because this is a range on gold. Gold is just ranging. You know, this is a range. This is a range. So if you look on Forex Factory, you see high impact news, right? And price is ranging. So we know that, okay, if we just wait for the volume to come in, either gold's going to break below 1831 or gold's going to break above, what's this price here? 1836. You know, so whether you want to wait to take a trade above 1836 or below 1831, or you want to be a lazy Lucy and try to trade within this range over here. It's all up to you. What do you want to do? You want to trade in the range, or you want to wait for price to break out of the range? Because trust me, if price breaks out of the range, you're going to have a much easier trade. And that's what I'm going to wait for here today. Potential buys, potential sells. Nice zone work there. Very nice, very nice. Let's take a look at this, Peter. Same idea here. We're in the range. Did you take any entries yesterday on pound yen? No, not at all. Didn't really trade yesterday at all. Maybe took like one trade earlier on in the morning, but after that, it was just nothing after that. My EA is performing really good, made around 10% this month. Results are improving every day. Drawdown is also 13%. Oh, nice. Very nice. Manually with your strategy. Let's take a look over here. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Started from 9,000, running at about 13,000 at this point. Nice. You could probably have it on the leaderboard and have people follow it. Make some extra money that way. Put like a 10% commission, and if everyone makes money, you get 10% of that. So yeah, it could be pretty good. Could be something you could expand on that. Your USD broke resistance, made a high, came down, retest. Oh, this is perfect. If we can create a bullish candle at this point, I think there's a very good probability price can continue up to retap the high. But also we're coming into coming closer to retail sales here too, so we'll see how that affects things. Where can I get more information? We're gonna have a few articles written about that over the weekend. Potential buys above 1.8191, potential sells below 1.81530. Yeah, we're also in the range here above this area, 8191. What do you think about potential buys on your USD? I think they could work. I'm getting a lot of charts over here regarding that as well. Let's take a look. So let's do this. All right, 30-minute chart, 20 pip range. We need to be careful as there's news there for USD. That's true. I think we are creating that support for price to continue bullish. So we'll have to wait and see. Can you give me thoughts on Amazon if you don't mind? Yeah, I think Amazon is a pretty big company. They have some warehouses which are around 1 million square feet. Big. They're pretty big. I don't know. I think Jeff Bezos looks good now. For his age, I'm not sure what he's on, but he looks pretty cut, I think. I'd guess. A new bachelor. What else do you want to know about Amazon? What do you think about Shiba Inu? I have no idea. You have to talk about patience. Why has this become such an important piece of your trading? And why do so many traders refuse patience? So many traders refuse patience because they want to make money quick, and quick money doesn't last long. I've seen people grow their accounts, and I've seen people just bring those accounts back down. So patience is important, right? Because it's what they say. Slow money is gonna stay with you for a long time. The faster it comes, the faster it goes. Because that shouldn't even be a question why patience is important. I can follow what you say on stream, but I struggle a bit when it comes to taking trades on my own. I know that will come with time, but you think your course will help me extra a bit quicker? I don't know. I don't like talking about the webinars and courses on the stream here. That's something you need to make your own judgment on. Let's see here. Everyone's sick of GJ ranging. Move to pairs that are not moving sideways. Yeah, gold. Gold above 1836. I think it's going to be a really sick move. 1836. Look at this. From 1836, we can tap into 37 and then continue on towards 1840. It should be an easy 40 pip move here if it comes around. What's your opinion on cTrader platform? Will Dominion markets accommodate for cTrader aside from MT5? I think it's good. I think I used cTrader for about a month back in 2016. I used it because I was losing on MetaTrader 4, so I thought that if I used cTrader, I'd probably win. But you know, price action is the same everywhere, so I lost on there too. So then I came back to MT4. I think all the platforms are the same. It's just like what you get used to, you know. All right, we're about to close over here. The 1 hour candles are about to close. The 30-minute candles are about to close in pound yen. Maybe we have this area right here. We'll need to break above 154. Gold candles are also about to close. Pretty interesting to see where this 1 hour candle is going to close in about 7 minutes. Because if we close above the previous 1 hour candle, then that may mean that we can continue moving bullish. So may need to take a look at that. What would be the best way to enter on GU? We're about to break the 4 hour high. Maybe wait for a candle to close above, I guess. You know, I think that's going to be pretty good. Wait for the candle to close above. I would wait for that. Especially on pound yen, I'd wait for the candle to close above 154 and then decide how I'm going to take that trade. Let's take a look at the Chinese indicator here. So pound is strong, dollar is really weak, yen is weak too, so it makes sense for it to continue moving bullish. Also makes sense for gold to continue moving bullish because, you know, over there we can see the bias is that the dollar is weak. So we got to wait for these candles to close in about 6 minutes. When streams go off, when will you come back on the streams after you will move into Pakistani? Probably around, I don't know, like a month. It'll take us a month. Because we got to go there and then hunt a house to buy and settle down. And first thing I'm going to buy is a desk for my setup. That's the first thing that's coming in. All right, look at that. 5 minutes left and we're breaking above these areas here now. Very delicate situation. The only thing that's moving is pound, USD due to the weakness in the dollar, and gold due to the weakness in the dollar. So we're not sure if this movement up is based on the weakness in the dollar or is that based on the strength of the pound. All right. How much time is left for retail sales? Around an hour and a half. See right here, the time is 8:30. So we have an hour and a half left for retail sales. Oh wow, GU is breaking above this area now. See, if you take a buy at this point, I think you may have a stop within the range, but it's also important to wait for the candle to close. We're about to break above 154 here as well. 4 minutes left. This is where people try to get in on the tops and then they get the retracement because the candle closes with the wick, right? So it's very important to wait. And while you're waiting, you know, in the next 4 minutes, price can just continue rallying. You know, that can happen as well. And if that happens, then it is what it is, you know, because you're waiting for your confirmation, especially it's a Friday. And even if you missed the trade because you were waiting 4 minutes, that's totally fine. Gold is also coming up to this area, 1836. I think some people are in buys on gold here too, within this range. Hey, I just ordered magic keys. I just want to know when they will be stocked. Well, I can't answer that question because that question's answer was right there when you bought it. Let's do some analysis right here. So you go to the website and you do the pre-order and oh, look what it says right here. End of July 2021. Oh, wow. All the information is right here, guys. You can't miss it when it's just right there. So I mean, asking someone else, you're going to get the same answer. It's not going to be a different answer. Any advice on improving psychology? Yes, 1 or 2 trades a day. That's it. Sir, leaderboard info is on the Dominion Markets website. No, it's going to be on over the weekend. We're going to, put some more information on there. Yeah, look at that wick. See, buying at the top, you get drawdown. So you got to wait. You have to wait a little bit. Would you say gold is breaking above resistance on the 30-minute? It is breaking above that area, but at the same time, we got this resistance on the 15-minute time frame here, 1836. So kind of have to break that area as well, I think, for price to continue moving bullish. Hey, good morning. What do you think of this paper trade? Was afraid to take it because it's Friday. All right, let's take a look here. Afraid to take it because it was a Friday. Oh, impulse buy. Price broke the high. Price moved up. Pound yen. Yeah, I think it was. I wouldn't have taken it because there's a lot of consolidation here to the left hand side. But I mean, if it worked, it worked. But I would have just been like, yeah, there's a lot of range here, so I wouldn't have taken it. When can we start using commissions on Dominion Markets? You can start whenever you want. I'm watching a live session from a couple of weeks and I'm struggling from 2 to 3 years in this market. How can I join your paid version of learning with MM? I don't know what MM is. When taking trades, when it goes into drawdown, I add positions to hedge my loss. Lack of confidence. I don't know. I think that's a bad habit. If you're hedging your loss, I think that's a very, very bad habit. So you got to stop it. If you take a trade and goes into a drawdown, that means your analysis was wrong. So you need to take a look at that and say that, okay, how could I have had the better analysis? Or how could I have had the opposite analysis? That's going to help you better. Let's take a look at this trade and candles are about to close here. It can start falling from here. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think we'll need to break this support here first for price to continue falling on pound yen. All we can see right now is basically we're just rejecting that area. That's all we can see at this point. We're rejecting that area. Gold is also at 1836. So we'll need price to break above this area here. Also, we got, some high impact news later on. Are you going to trade gold on the break or wait for the news? I'm probably going to wait for the news. Or I'm going to wait to see how gold breaks and closes above 1836. So if you look at pound over here, we're rejecting. Pound USD, we're rejecting. This is where FOMO comes in. When price moves up, you take a buy and price comes back down. You're like, oh man, every time I take a trade, it goes against me. Why? Because you're not being patient enough. Are you fundamentally trades or technical trades? Technical trades. They're all technical trades. How do I buy magic keys with commissions? First, you see how much are your commissions, and then you email Dominion Markets about that, and then they set you up. It takes around 2-3 days for the request to go through, so gotta have patience in that aspect too. Recently, I started using MetaTrader on computer rather than on my phone. However, do you know how I can move the current price away from the top of the screen? Oh, that's a little bit of a trick. So what you want to do is you go to your chart, you right click, you go to properties, and then you go to common, and then you check scale fix. And this way you can move your chart up and down. Sitting at around 186,000, looking to see if we can crack 200 by the end of May. Got 2 weeks. It's going to be interesting. How can I How can I buy magic keys with commission? So you can get magic keys if you just email, you know, Dominion Markets about that, and then you need to see how much your commissions are. Let's take a look here. So gold is coming up towards 1836. It's going to be pretty good. So it's going to be potential buys above this area. Potential buys above 1836. 1836. This is going to be an interesting buys here. Mr. Taranjeet Singh. Hi, brother. I took the same impulse buys ideas on GJ you saw on the last chart, which I learned from you. Either consolidation area can fill with big single candle or same as previous consolidation candles. Oh, nice. Very nice idea there. Because the only way the consolidation can be broken is with the one big candle moving up. Yeah, it's pretty good. Does it rain in Dubai? Yeah, sometimes. It rains. Sometimes. Let's see here. Hey bro, I made 14,000 in FTMO so far this month, purely by taking trades and setups called on the streams. Oh, by Raja and Kervin. Oh, damn. Looks like you owe Kervin a bunch of tomahawks. Tomahawks are some good filet mignons. Do you own Dominion Markets? I'm a partner in it. Is there a list of everything you can trade on Dominion Markets? I've been unable to find it, but might be just me. I think the best way to do is to open a demo account, a pro demo account, and then, that way you can test out everything. Solo Español? Oh, no. No Español. No hablo Español. No hablo Español. No parle français. I can only speak English. Yeah, especially no parle français. Français, man, it's pretty difficult. See here. Can I use magic keys with other brokers? Yes. Raja, tu parli italiano? No. The only thing I know in Italy is buonasera and buongiorno. That's it. And pizza, pasta, ketchup with pasta, tacos. All right. Pound yen, no trade range, sells below. Yeah, we're just ranging over here. Things are getting pretty ugly here today now. Obviously, it's a Friday, so we got to be very careful here. Can you tell me more about Kervin? He was a student too. Kervin was, I don't know how he came in. I think he came through TED. And then he really started looking at gold. And then we went to Miami. We met him over there, and he's a pretty cool guy. A chill guy. And he would trade gold, and then he was in our group, and then we met a lot, and that's how we became friends. I think Kervin would know the original way how he came in, but that's how I remember him. Let's take a look at this here. Oh, buy once we broke the wick. Happy with the profit. Nice. Very nice. So we're going to see how we're going to break above this area here. Market fluidity dinner in Atlanta later this year. For sure. Atlanta. Later this year. Yeah, we'll see if we can get that set up. Thoughts on fixed time trade? I think it's pretty good. Fixed time trade, you gotta define that more. Like what time are you trading? You gotta define that a little bit more, because the time I trade is around pre New York. From pre New York till NYSE close. Does it cost the broker any money when you open a demo account? No, it doesn't cost anything. Where did you find Mac? He joined Market Fluidity. That's how we found Mac. And then we met Mac in Miami. We went to Miami, and he actually flew from New York to Miami. So yeah, we hung out, and then we became friends. Trading within the range and candles with no wicks on the top have been my biggest lessons. Both so dangerous. Oh yeah, very, very dangerous. So you see here, we're just waiting. Just gotta wait, for price to come up, and that's it. Just like Crocodile. So I was watching this documentary and they were talking about how the African crocodile is going to wait up to 3 weeks for anything to come near the water, and then it's going to wait a little bit more to attack it. So crocodile just chills, waits, and it just pounces on it. So 3 weeks, waiting 3 weeks for someone to come near the water, and then he jumps on it. Yeah, that's patience. I was also watching the documentary about lions, and they said that the lions, they miss 90% of their hunts are missed. They're only successful 10%. And when they're successful 10%, man, they make a killing at that. Because you bring down a buffalo, man, it's going to keep you fed, right? So that's like waiting for the trades to come to you. Look at this. Look at gold over here now. We're breaking above this area. We're breaking above the high on the 30-minute time frame. I think I would want to see a break and close above this area, 1836. Let's see here. Can I enter at this point? 1836, 14 pip stop. Expected to continue up. Do I want to take that risk on a Friday? No, I don't think so. No. Don't want to get no FOMO. Want to wait for this candle to close above 1836. And during that waiting, if this trade is missed, then so be it. Oh, wow. Let's see here. And then we can continue on all the way up towards 1839, 1840. You got a pretty big range here till 1840. How do you identify between wick fill rejection? Noticing a lot of rejections in the wick recently. It depends from chart to chart. You got to send a chart. It depends from chart to chart. Like right here, this is going to be a wick fill because we're breaking above this area. We're moving towards this area. So potentially wick fill. And if the candle closes above 1836 right here, then I think there's a very high probability that the next candles can continue moving up towards, 1840. So that could happen. We may get that volume before the news, so we may get that trade before the news. It's going to be pretty good. Why don't you attach your account on MetaTrader signal section on their website? Because I don't know. Never been interested in that. I don't even know if that existed up until now that you mentioned it. I have a $500 account. I have risk set to 1%. When I try to enter gold, I get invalid stop loss and my lot size is 0.5. Oh yeah, your lot size is way too big for a $500 account. And then you got to understand how much your leverage is at the same time. You got to understand how big your spread is at the same time. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this candle to close on the 15-minute. 5 minutes more, and then maybe want to take a better confirmation trade above 1837.40 or 1837.30. Do you recommend GOAT Forex? I no comments. Hey, will you take buy and sell stops on news? Possibly, yes. Possibly. If the next candle doesn't break the high at this point, then I'm going to be looking to take, buy stops or sell stops on retail sales data on gold. What's a suitable lot size for $2,000 account? I would say maybe 20 cents. 20 cents is going to be really good. Oh, look at this. We're rejecting this area. Gold is coming back down. Damn. Fill the wick and then a rejection. Gotta wait for it to close. Really important. Do you execute a trade when it closes above previous resistance? Yeah, so we're just waiting over here for price to close above this area and then we'll see what we can do. Let's take a look at this. This is gold, 5-minute chart. Took the trade as price broke the 30-minute high, closed 50%. Very nice, made 0.2%. Now I'm thinking of taking another trade. Nice. I think it's going to be better to wait for price to break and close above and then we can continue bullish perhaps. Right here, if we can close above this area. Hey, is it just your intuition that you want to wait for gold to close above resistance? Yes. Because I know if we can close above 1836, then there's a higher probability for price to continue up because it closed above that technical area. You know, without letting the candle close, we don't know whether it's going to close above or not. Plus, also, it's the do we have access to all history chat on Slack? For a month, yes. For a month, yes. Man, Slack costs a lot. The quote I got for the full version of Slack was for $139,000. Oh no, euros. 139. So 139 is $168,000 per year. Yeah, man. That's a lot. Yeah, $168,000. I was shocked too. Like when I first heard, I'm like, hey, like they have a typo in that decimal place. I mean, what's going on? But no. Um, yeah, so that's what it was. Let's see here. All right, GG's coming up to 154. Gold is about to close in like a minute and a half. So we'll see. Why not Discord? I don't know. I like Slack better. There are a lot of things you can do in Slack which you can't do in Discord. So we'll see. Let's see here. Can you check my trade yesterday and tell me what went wrong? Let's see here. How much would Slack cost per user? I think per user it's like $10. Something like $10, $9, $10. Should we wait for another 15-minute to close? I think it's going to be better to wait for this 15-minute candle to close to see if we can close above this area or not. 30-minute here too. Why and when you leaving Canada? When will you return? Probably not going to return for the next 10 years. Maybe, you know, like once in 8 months might come back because the business is still going to be here. But for the most part, not really looking to come back, man. Because the government has really bended over the population to meet their demands. And if they can do it once, man, they can do it anytime they want. And I don't want to be a part of that. Very sad to change my work and cannot follow any more your live streams. Do you plan to have a copy trading account? Probably in like 2 months, 2.5 months on the leaderboard, but we'll see. All right, look at this. Gold closed below 1836. A very, very delicate situation here. Pound USD also closed above this area, but need the 30-minute candle to close. Pound yen is also below 154. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens here. Gold basically closed with a rejection at this point. Let's see here. Doug Ford owns a lot of companies where they create COVID signs. Yes. Yeah, I heard about that too. All right, entered when broke the high, 15 pips. Oh, nice. You got that trade. Very nice. So we'll have to see how this closes here. How much do you pay for tax trading in Pakistan? I'm not sure. Probably it's 8%, 7%. But I have to talk to a like a tax guy over there to see what the tax is going to be. But it's pretty low. Like it's not that high. Where do you think of moving when you leave Canada? Are you being for real? Yes. When is the news, guys? News is in about an hour and 15 minutes. Retail sales data. They're expecting really, really bad numbers. So we're going to see what happens. like, for March, they had really good numbers. So we're going to see how they're going to be for April over here. Ooh, GU is also breaking here to continue bullish. I want to see if we can do the same on gold. That if we break the high on the 15-minute time frame, right here, can we continue moving bullish? If we break above 1836, having stops below the current 15-minute candle, and really expecting it to continue bullish. 1840, we can talk about 1839. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good. Above 1836.20. That's what I'm looking at this point. Will you set up a copy trade signal service so that people can subscribe to your copy trading on MetaTrader? I have to think about it. Probably in like a 2.5 months, 3 months, 2 months. I'll see how comfortable I am with that, and then I'll make a decision. But let's see over here. Coming really close. Gold is creeping above this area. We shall see. You want to leave Canada when some of us are wishing to get a chance to get there. You know what? I've seen both lives. I've seen lives back in a developing country. I've seen life in a developed country. And I think there's more opportunity in a developing country rather than a developed country. All right. Ooh, we're coming up towards 1836.14. Gotta come up a little bit more. Little bit more for price to continue bullish. All right. Oh, wow. Look at that. Straight rejection. A good thing I didn't enter at that point. Just gotta wait a little bit more. Whenever you think you should enter a trade, just wait a little bit more. Just a tiny bit, a little bit more push. Just wait for that. So now this is good if it's rejecting, because now if it start breaking the high, then it's going to continue moving bullish here at this point. So we're going to have to wait. Why is there more opportunity in a developing country? Because a lot of industries are not set yet in a developing country. So so you can be a part of that. When it comes towards real estate, industries, there are no licenses, no regulations on certain things because it's developing. So that's why I think it's going to be pretty good. Because if you look at Canada, right, things are already developed at this point. Real estate is sky high, it's really expensive at this time. A lot of things have regulations, licenses, so when you're looking at a place which is still developing in that sector, I think that's where you can do a lot of groundwork and build like a really good foundation for yourself. Do you have a real estate license? No. Gold 15-minute chart, extremely risky open, respected previous low, continued bullish, very nice. Yeah, so let's put this marker right here. Potential buys above 154. That's what we're looking at right here. Above 154. Gold is also coming back up over here. If we break above the high now on gold, this is where I'm going to be executing a buy for price to continue bullish. It's going to be a 12 pip stop with the anticipation that we're going to continue moving up. So we'll see how well that plays out. Are you thinking of doing the trading nut challenge? No. We do the trading nut challenge every day on the live streams. We break down trades, call trades, do risk management every day. Okay, let's see here. What more businesses you do instead of trading? I have a bunch of other things that I'm invested in at this point. Make sure make sure you take a house that place has good internet connection. Yes. Are you planning to work hand in hand with the government to help out Pakistan once you have enough capital? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Where traders compete? Oh, I have no idea. Oh wow, look at that rejection there on gold. Pioneer also. GU also kind of like rejecting 30-minute candles about to close in about 7 minutes. 7 minutes. I agree to what you're saying, but it's plausible when you have made some money in the bank already. Starting from the bottom in development countries is quite challenging. Yes, it is quite challenging. Starting from the bottom in a developing country. But I mean, if you have the means, of course, why not? JP Savage using strategy in the challenge. Yeah. Like a lot of signal providers, they come to the stream right now. I'm pretty sure they're here right now. And whenever we take a trade, they send that trade to their groups there, which I think is pretty hilarious. Trading Forex is legal in Pakistan? Yes. Are your levels based on the price action on the 4-hour, 1-hour, and 30-minute? Yes. 4-hour, 1-hour, and then we drop down to the 30-minute, and then we kind of like make it better on the 15-minute. If we deposit through crypto, can we withdraw through bank? No. Why is Forex illegal in India? I have no idea. You'll have to ask your president why it's illegal. So this is the president in India who made all these things, apparently harder to trade. Narendra Modi. Pretty nice guy. Looks like a pretty nice guy, but I don't know. I think they should really open some avenues for people to make money online. It's really important. I have a sell in gold at 1832. Should I close? At 1832, you took a sell on gold. I mean, I don't know. It's a very delicate situation to be in at that point. If you have a sell at 1832, you're probably in a 25 pip drawdown. So, I mean, what are your plans if it breaks 1836, which is going to be a 42 pip drawdown? I mean, where are you going to put your stop loss? Where's the stop loss going to be? Something you got to really understand at that point. How do you transfer your profits to your bank? Basically, you do a withdrawal. I mean, obviously, right? So yeah, just waiting at this point now. Look at pound yen, still ranging. Pound USD retracing back in the range now, looks like it. So yeah, like Fridays and Mondays are usually character building days where you just wait. Look at that rejection on gold. Hopefully no one bought at the top and now we're getting rejected. Waited about 1 hour to close a gold buy with $80 profit, then gold rejected here in 1 minute and lost $100. Oh, why wasn't your stops at break even? How's the weather in Pakistan? On Saturday, it's going to be around 36 degrees. It's pretty hot. Yeah, degrees to Fahrenheit for all you alien Americans over there. You're the only country who uses Fahrenheit. 36 degrees is 96. Oh, wow. 96 Fahrenheit. On Sunday, it's going to be 3,800 Fahrenheit. Yeah, you're cooking. Cooking in that weather. Did you give your kids ED? Yes. They don't need ED, man. They have me. Can you smoke weed in Pakistan? I have no idea. Buddy, to make a course in technical analysis, we'd love to see it. Oh, no, I don't do any courses or webinars. All right, let's see here. Yeah, we're just ranging, rejecting. Pound USD is also coming back down in the range, which clearly shows that we have news in an hour, so it's going to be better to wait for that. Why don't you stream on Thursday? I took a day off. Does Forex is scam? I think if you can learn to type correctly, you're gonna maybe know that better. Do you know who was Harshad Mehta? I have no idea. Would you sacrifice your life for Pakistan? Probably not. Not sacrificing my life for nobody. Do you don't smoke weed anymore? No, I know. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about smoking and trading, right? Here's the thing about smoking and trading. When I used to smoke and trade, I used to think that I'm in the zone. But since I stopped trading, since I stopped smoking and trading, things just started to change a lot. You know, less anxiety, less pressure, less FOMO, you know, like less of everything. You know, so you got to keep those activities when you're not seriously trying to do some things. You know, so I try to keep that activity at nighttime when I have nothing important to do. I have nothing important to kind of like, you know, talk about. So like, you know, this right here, this is serious business. You know, we're doing the webinar, we're doing the live streams, we're doing analysis, we're waiting for price to come to our levels. We're trying to make some money, you know, so you can't let anything interfere with what your goal is. You know, I know some people think it's cool, you know, and you can get better. I mean, that's perfectly fine. But for me, I didn't think it worked as much as it's working with me staying away from it. Older you get, it gets lame. Yeah, that's true too. You know, the older you get, you start to really understand, okay, where your priorities are. And why don't you point gun at the charts? Because probably I'm not drunk. Why will I point a gun at the chart? Can you imagine you get stopped out, you pull out your gun? Hey, you got to be really drunk for that, man. Like instead, if price goes against you, you need to take a look at that and see what you did wrong. You know, instead of crying on social media about your loss or getting under pressure from people or saying that I mean, I don't know, man. It's just some people shouldn't even be trading if they're that emotional. I've been doing a lot of backtesting on software FX, but using GMT instead of using New York close, I realized it makes the 4-hour candles not appear properly. Is my backtesting still valid? Yeah, still valid. Here's the thing. When you look at different liquidity providers, you're going to see that some operate with London close and some operate with the New York close, right? And the only thing difference is going to be the 4-hour candles and the daily candles, right? The 1 hour is the same, 30 minutes is the same, 15 minutes is the same. All other time frames are the same except for the daily and the 4-hour candles. Do you have any webinars when you were I don't like to talk about that. Yes, in the beginning. Did you call the Indian guy? Yes, he didn't answer yesterday, so I'm going to try again today. Yeah, I'm going to try again today. See what happens. All right, this is the start of the new 30-minute candle now. Wow, 30-minute just rejected that area. We're in a range at this point now again. Crazy range. Let's take a look at this. This is Bitcoin. Buys above, stepping stone going to 56,000. Very nice, very nice. We'll see what happens. Hey boss, most of your trades execute in 55-minute time frame. I have seen like 5-minute break, previous candle on range, breakout trades. I know it's from experience. That's only on the gold, you know, 5-minute time frames on gold, you know, but in this situation right here, it's better to wait for the higher time frame to break up or something like that. So it's better to wait at this point. Everything is ranging. Yeah, that's true. If in Dominion markets we sign up as crypto, do we need extra verification? You need to submit your IDs, obviously. Let's see here. What's the best way to know when the trend will change? When we break a major support. So let's say from 1823 all the way till 1835, 1836, we had trend on gold that was going bullish, right? And now in that trend, we see that there was a support formed around 1831. So if we break below 1831, then we can say that, okay, like, you know what, we're breaking below 1831. now maybe the trend is going to change and price may continue down towards 1827 to maybe like correct this move up. So that could happen. Do you have Canadian PR? Yes, I'm a Canadian citizen. Your accent changing and everything. Before we got the citizenship, we had a really tough accent. But once we got that, the accent changed, everything changed. When you say it's from experience, what made you into experience pattern or session time? Please, we want experience share from you. It's just, just watching the same pair every day. If you're looking at gold right now, gold is ranging, right? And from experience, I know is that if gold is ranging, we range through pre-New York, we range through London session, right? So maybe next time of volume is going to be at New York Open. So you're going to start to look at the levels here, which you have around 1831, 1836. You're looking at these levels to see that, okay, how is price behaving during NY Open? And if you can sense that we're trying to, let's say, break above 1836 to move up at NY Open, then you could say, okay, what, this is where volume is coming in right now. But if you still see prices in a range, then you basically start to see that, okay, there's no volume at this time. Maybe we're going to get volume at retail sales. If there's no volume at that time, then you're going to start to look at, oh, maybe the volume is going to come at NYSE Open. So it takes time to really look at it's very simple. The formula is simple. You choose one or two pairs and you look at those pairs at the same time every day. That's it. And you make notes on how it moved. That's it. It's not going to take 1 month. It's not going to take 2 months. It takes almost like 5 to 6 months to kind of like really understand how price is behaving. And then by the 8th or 9th month, the market dynamics change and the volume times change. Like they maybe shift forward or they maybe shift backwards. That happens. And then you're like, oh shit, what's happening now? So then you're moving through market cycles. So when you have a full year has 4 market cycles, 4 quarters. So these are the certain things you experience over time. So if you spent maybe 5 years in the market with discipline, just by watching one pair, one session a day, you've been through 4 market cycles because you've been through 4 years. Like if you're only like a year in and you're just getting disciplined, you're just starting out right now. Because I tell guys all the time, like, listen, it doesn't matter how many years you've been looking at the charts. If you haven't been disciplined in those, let's say 6 years, you haven't spent a single minute in the charts. Because you got to be disciplined for 6 months to say, hey, my experience is 6 months. Not that can say, oh, I've been looking at charts for the last 6 months and over trading and over risking. That's not experience. That's just straight, trying to attack the markets with no plan. So you got to be able to confidently say, hey, I've been looking at the markets for 6 months with discipline, and this is the kind of experience I have. So looking at pound USD here, we're basically not breaking above this area at all. Nothing. Pound yen also in a range, gold also in a range at this point. I wonder how these gurus promise portion a month in their courses and our regulators allow them to do it. I get so many ads on YouTube nowadays, it's incredible. I don't know, maybe it's because it's really easy to get new people in that mindset. Like we have guys on Instagram, they say, hey, to be successful, you need to own a Lamborghini. And then you got guys, hey, to be successful, you need to travel the world. To be successful, you need to be able to have freedom from your work or to do whatever you want. Everyone's success is different. Maybe someone's success to have shelter for their family or to have their house paid off or to have no debt. Maybe that's success. So you can't really pinpoint what success really is. I think it's all those, when you see guys on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, they show this lifestyle which they say you should have. But what if you got 4 kids and you can't have that single lifestyle? Then what? Are you just going to leave? No. Then your priorities are different. The success for you is really, really different. But it's also if you look at it logically, right? If you look at all the guys out there on social media or the internet who are promoting this amazing stress-free lifestyle, I can guarantee you they're all below 26 years old. And then you can see that, okay, what type of age group are they really targeting with that? They're all young people. Young guys, young people. So you really got to understand what success means to you, so that which type of a group are you going to associate yourself with.
Yes, sir. I agree on that.
Yeah, how are you, man? You good?
Good. Yeah, man. Good.
Amazing. All right, let's take a look over here. This is your JPY close 75%. Oh, nice. You got a buy down over here when it came back to entry point. Yeah, we're just ranging over here too. All right, buys above 1837. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna try to do? I'm gonna try to do buy stops and sell stops with the retail sales data, and yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty good. You reposted me on your story, and 20 people messaged me a day asking to meet their mentor. Would you have entered on the break at this point? No, I wouldn't have, because I'm not sure if I was looking at that either. Oh, it was at the bottom right here. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would have been another story. Pre-London volume. Up 40,000 this week with market fluidity, price action mindset. Show me results of these marketers, students. Oh, nice. Pretty nice gains. Do you use the open calc on magic keys to open trades, or do you take certain lots? I take certain lots. I use magic keys to manage my trades now. Sometimes, when it comes towards using buy stops and sell stops, I use the open calc feature, but for the most part, I'm just managing the trade with magic keys. Do you know when MT5, when I enter a trade and set a TP with one-click trading, the line that I see is not at the correct price, what I actually want? I think there's spread, could be spread. 7 wins, 1 loss. Oh, nice. Called it a day. Finally. Called it a day after 7 wins and 1 loss. Beautiful. Can we order magic keys? Yes, but they won't be shipped till July. What do you think that retail sales has so much volume on gold? Do you think, yeah, I mean, if the numbers are going to be look, right? So they're expecting 0.5 from 8.4. They're expecting 1 from 9.8. They're expecting really, really, really low numbers. So even if these numbers are lower than this or higher than 0.5 and below 8.4, I think it's going to move gold to some extent. So, they're looking at a very big fluctuation over here. Pretty interesting to see how that's going to happen. I've been making, oh, what's this? Where can I order magic keys? I'm going to put the information right here on the screen right now. All right. Do you consider yourselves to be a Pakistani Canadian or a Pakistani with a Canadian passport? I consider myself to be Raja. That's it. I don't consider myself to be something specific. Man, you guys think a lot. You guys do a lot of thinking. I don't even do that much thinking. So I can just imagine the amount of overthinking happens when you try to open a trade. Should I buy? Will it go up? Will it go down? Oh, I'm missing the trade. Oh shit. Should I buy now? Oh, okay, I bought. You bought at the top, price retraces. Oh shit, we're in a drawdown. Should I sell? Should I sell now? Should I hedge? Should I hedge?
The moment the hesitation comes, you're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Why are you so handsome? Oh, thank you. Maybe due to excessive testosterone. I don't know.
Oh, so the hairline. It's nice.
Hey, some people don't know that, man. We have new people coming in.
Yeah.
That's all good. What What are your thoughts on silver? I have no idea. I have no idea on silver. But I do think GU has a lot of room to continue moving bullish. I'm going to be looking for sort of like the same move on gold. Oh, it looks like we're about to get that move here on gold. Above 1836.50. Getting ready. Above 1836.50. Kerbin, you think so? I think so.
Yeah, I think new hourly will do the job. I'm still, still waiting for it. I missed the move from this morning though.
Oh.
Yeah. The nice place was the 1810.
1810?
Yeah, the 1810. That was a nice play. Yesterday after 9:30. I think you got some of the buys, right?
No, nothing.
You didn't.
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah. That rejection on the daily was expected from the 1810.
Can we mention Raja as refer in Magic Key order? No, you don't have to. Where would you put stops here? I think, yeah, the stops would be in the range at this point, around 1834, 1834.80. The candle's also about to close at this point. So we'll see if we can break this high one more time for price to continue up, or are we just gonna come back in the range? Because if we start breaking the high at this point again, 1836.40, 50, I think that's going to be a really good entry for price to continue bullish. We can tap into 1840 at that point. 40 pips away. Yeah, it should be a pretty good move. Would you suggest trading this news if I had a losing week? No, I don't suggest that. 5 days a week for a year for me with this music. Oh, nice. For me, it's been 3 years. I know every single beat. Every single beat. All right, we're coming close to execution time. Right here, we're closing above this area here as well. Got a break up, and then the execution is going to go in, and I think we can continue moving bullish. Coming closer towards NY Open here too. So once we break above this high here, 1836.50, 40, 50, I think it's going to be a good time to enter. Let's take a look at this chart in the meanwhile. Entered on the 15-minute time frame. Ooh, GU. Let's take a look here. Okay, looks good. Your probably stop losses below that area there as well, which is pretty good. So now you're anticipating price to continue bullish. Let's take a look here. AU is also breaking above this area. Nice. It looks like dollar is getting weak, which is why we're creating these patterns to continue moving bullish. This is a very delicate situation on gold. Just gotta push a little bit higher at this point. Do you think EuroCAD will go down? I think you need to send a chart, and then we can take a look into that. So what I'm looking at is this candle to break the high of the previous candle to continue moving bullish. That's what we're looking at this point.
Cheers, Raja. Your strategy is amazing. Thank you so much.
Hey, cheers, man. Thank you so much for the kind words. Oh. What's that website where people check for the weaknesses? It is right here. This is right here, this one. So this, I don't use it seriously at all. You know, this is just a joke we use. So basically this is saying pound is strong and dollar is weak. So if dollar is weak, then, you know, it should continue moving bullish. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, it is what it is. But we're really seeing to see if we're going to break above this area. What are your plans on retirement? I don't know. I really like what I'm doing, so I'm retired every day, baby. I'm retired every day. Yeah. I think retirement is for those who just get tired of doing what they're doing every day. And they just can't wait to stop doing that. You know, and yeah, I think that's what retirement is. Like, if you love what you do, you're never going to retire. Like my dad, he loves what he does. You know, he's 65 now. He's going to get his retirement thing soon. And he's just like, what am I going to do sitting at home? You know, nothing. So it continues on going. Please, one advice only. Which time frame candle is most profitable? Well, if we knew that, we'd be making billions every day. Right now, we're just waiting for price to break above 1836 potentially, and then we can continue moving bullish. What's your opinion on pre-market fuel supplement? I think it's a good pre-workout. It's pretty good. You know, I've used it once or twice. Pretty good. Wakes you up though. Man, I took a dumbass entry on gold here earlier on.
This morning when?
No, just now.
Oh, just now.
Yeah, look right here. Entered right here once price closed above and then closed partials. So now I have this one running at this point. Oh, once it starts breaking the high, I think I'm going to add another position.
Yeah.
I hope no one buys right now.
Yeah.
What's this? Should we always be careful when taking a trade on the last 15 minutes? Yeah, to some extent, yes. To some extent, yes. I mean, now that I look at it, I shouldn't have taken that, which is why I really lowered my risk. So, you know, I mean, we'll see how this hour closes. Either way, I'm going to be using a buy stop or a sell stop on gold for the retail sales data. What is pre-market fuel supplement? It's something that makes you ready for the markets. Does pre-market fuel mess with your stomach like pre-workouts? No, my stomach is pretty good. I don't get the shit, son. It doesn't happen. The stomach can handle it. Alright, pound yen is still ranging. Oh, GU is about to move bullish at this point. I think gold should also continue moving bullish. Above 1836.50.
Yeah, Raja.
Hey man.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Mubarak. So I wanted to know on GU, where would you enter for continuation bullish?
Brother, your volume is really low.
Do you hear me like that?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah. Okay. So I was wondering on GU, where would you enter for a bullish continuation?
See, if I was watching this, there was probably, I don't know, I would wait for the news, retail sales data.
All right, you will apply that on all USD pairs.
All USD pairs, yes.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, I would wait for the retail sales data. Oh, gold is really coming down. That buy I had on gold, I got rid of it. I closed it. Do you plan on placing a buy stop and sell stop? Oh, where do I plan? It's going to be above and below the 30-minute candle. So it's just going to be above the 30-minute candle, or it's going to be below the 30-minute candle.
Raja, I'm gonna tell you why I don't like because I know that a lot of people are asking about why I'm waiting for the 1 hour candle to close before taking any trade on gold, and it's because when you look at the hourly candle, you have created some sort of range, and then you already had a rejection from that 1837. So until I don't see another bullish candle breaking and closing above the 1835, I will not, I will not take in any trade on gold so far. News is gonna be really tricky because the weekly candle, daily candle, every higher time frames has potentially to retest even the lows around 1832s, 1830s. So that's why I'm basically just waiting a little bit more for the hourly candle to close, because one candle showing rejection. Let me see this. Hold on, give me 1 second there. I have seen this a lot of times. This candle rejecting that level, and this candle, the bullish one, giving you the confirmation that the support is there. But if you don't have the closing of this 1 hour candle, it's going to be really tricky, because this 1 hour candle can easily pull back, close bearish, and then give you a retest to this support, maybe later to give you the breakout. But so far I don't like it. I would like to see the next 1 hour. When I have two 1 hour candle closing one next to the other one bullish, then I know that the confirmation is there to look for buys. But for now, I see that it's kind of tricky. It's delicate situation. Lower time frames is not good enough in my opinion, because it's Friday, so it's the last day for the weekly candle. Weekly candle can easily start, the New York session can easily start ranging below the 1835 to 1830s, and it's not going to give you that massive move that we may want. News is the only thing that could help gold to break outside the 1835, 1837, going to retest the 1840s. And that's basically my opinion. I think that the good entries were earlier this morning, but for now, man, it's delicate situation, because this hourly candle can easily close bearish. The next candle will give you retest again to the 1835, rejection again. So it's risky, this area right here. I don't want to play in this area. This area is really risky. I would like to see candles, closing something like this, so I can get this easy move to this area over here. Other than that, can easily play in this area and give you a nasty retest to this area over here. It's clean traffic as well. So I will wait. I will be waiting for this to happen.
Yeah, I know that's true. It's risky now at this point.
Yeah, because you had the previous rejection on the 1 hour candle, basically, from the 1837.
Since Kerwin is here, ask him, how did y'all meet? Oh yeah, we were talking about how you came in.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah.
It was a
yeah. Well,
it was a blessing, man.
Yeah. What happened? How?
The unicorn contact me, and I contact unicorn.
Unicorn?
Yeah, to Ted. I contact Ted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I contact Ted, and I was looking for somebody that really can help me out with my trading, because I was basically trading some other stuff before. I was trading market maker method, which was pain in the, but then I had a friend in Peru. He was, I think I have told this story many times though. But it's like a deja vu. So I was trading with this guy in that group. It was a random group, and he was studying, and he basically he blew the account, and he didn't have money for food at the university because he was studying in Peru. So I told this guy, man, God told me to help you out. So I'm not gonna be sending you money, for trading, but at least I'm gonna send you money so you can get some food there at the university. And man, this guy, I think everything happens for a reason. So God gave me that feeling to send money to this guy, and this guy told me, man, since you're in the US, why don't you contact Uncle Ted? That guy is, he's a monster in trading. He probably can, you maybe have money to pay his mentorship, so you can contact Ted and he's gonna help you out. I'm pretty sure he's gonna give you the right stuff. So I contact Ted, over Instagram, and he told me, man, thanks for the message. So far I'm not taking any more, students, but I do have a friend that can help you out. You were streaming on Twitch? Was on Twitch?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch. So he gave me your information, and then I contact you, and right away, man, that thing clicked, and all then since then everything was a blessing for me. He came to Miami. Ted came to Miami. He sent me a message, which is really I found it now that I met Ted. I found it really weird because Ted, you know how Ted is, right? So he sent me a message, man. I will be here in Miami. If you want to meet up, we can hang out and we can go and grab some dinner. So I said, holy, this even really nice. So I went, Berner, Alex, a lot of guys right there. So we went to have dinner, and since then, bro, everything, Ted is really nice guy, and he's a good friend of mine now. And then I met you when you came to Miami. We went to Clevelander, So
Yeah, Miami.
Miami is, yeah. But yeah, man, because what I think now, what happened if I didn't help this guy? Everything happens for a reason. Maybe I will not be contacting Ted or even you. So everything started, from that point.
Yeah, like you helped that guy, and that let the snowball roll.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's see here. Do you think it's going to have a lot of move on gold from news, maybe 10 to 50 to 100 pips? Yeah, there's a possibility. So every time we go to Miami, our go-to guys are Herman, Berner, and Alex. Those three guys are like, hey, what's going on? And Christopher now, yes.
Yeah, Christopher.
Christopher, don't worry, we can hold you on to it really quick. Any plans you have, cancel them.
I got you. I told you when you come, I got you in state.
All right. Got it. Gold is collecting orders. It will spike up to stop out all sellers and trigger a lot of buyers in aftermarket. It will drop super fast. Oh, yeah, we'll see. I think it's pretty good the way it's formed right now. We have a high formed in 30-minute. We have a low formed at the 30-minute. So I think if the next one can also form kind of like this, we can have I can have a buy stop and sell stop. So we'll see how well that goes on Friday here. What's this? No trade range. This is GBP AUD. Yeah, I can just tell with the price. 1.8 is pound AUD. No trading. Potential sells below here. Potential buys above this area. Looks good. We're just ranging at this point. I wasted 6 months on bad mentor who didn't know anything Wickfield and market structure. Also, I was lucky enough to find you in the live streams. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. When it comes to risk management, what basis you close 50%? It didn't even retest trend pips. Yeah, so when price goes in profits, 6 pip profits, 7 pip profits, and if it comes back to my entry point, I'm closing 50% at that point. When you're bringing Daniel Savage on a Friday, we need his knowledge. I don't know. He's a student of market fluidity, and then he started talking bad about it, and then we removed him from the group because, you can't really talk bad about where you've learned from, basically. So I don't think that's ever going to happen anymore. Can you please look at the trade I took? Probably later on we'll look at it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know you were joking. I know, Lewis. My problem is if gold triggers both my buy stop and sell stop, it will be a very delicate situation. Yes, that can also happen. And the only reason that can happen is where gold can activate both orders is if those orders are going to be closer to the previous candle. Because ideally what you would want to do is you would want to have a buy stop a couple pips above the candle and a couple pips below the candle. Because even if price comes down to the low of the candle, the spread is going to be so wide at that point because there's a lot of volume. That spread can basically activate your your orders at that point. So that's why it's going to be important to have them a couple pips above and below. So we have about 27 minutes left. So we're going to try to execute on them now. I paid for the signal once. He was losing for weeks, so we told his group free 1 month for couldn't make free for some weird lesson. Yeah, I mean, let's take a look over here. GJ is coming back up. GA is in a very, very tough range. This is an extremely tough range on GA. Below 1.81500, you're looking for a sell. Should I wait for support to form? I think it's going to be better to wait for a candle to close below this area. Now, if you look on the 30-minute time frame, on the 30-minute, you'll see there are some wicks and then there are some candles here. I think what's going to be better is to wait for the 1 hour candle to close below this area, because essentially what you want to do is you can see all these 1 hour candles rejection, reject here, reject here. So you need at least one 1 hour candle to close below this area. So you can turn around and say, okay, like, you know what? We had a lot of candles reject this area, but we had one candle that broke and closed below this area. So that may mean that now we can continue moving bearish. So that's where your entire patience is going to go into, to just wait to see if you can get one candle on this 1 hour time frame to close below. Can you take a look at my chart, coach? This is the UJ chart, USDJPY. We came down to support, rejected this area. Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait for the retail sales data to see where price is going to move after this at this point. Can you please ask Kervin to explain his missed trade? I don't even know if he had a missed trade. Would you talk about it? Probably.
Oh, from the 1810 or from this morning? Yeah, the one the trade at around 4 in the morning, 4 a.m.
Oh.
Yeah, it was on the 5 minutes, Raja. I mean, it's irrelevant because if I didn't take it, but next time you see this, gold loves to do this. This is basically a previous structure in lower time frames. We're talking about 1 minute. So this is, I don't want you to be paying attention to 1 minute for now. But this is your support. Gold created a high over here. After giving you the move to retest this area with this candle right here, created that rejection point and came back to retest the support. The moment you're getting this rejection, this candle like this rejecting, and the body of the candle is really important. Body of the candle closing higher than the previous body, you know that support has been established. When are you gonna take the trade? With the confirmation, basically you can take it at the break of the second 5-minute candle. This candle creates support. This is your confirmation that support has been established and has been, it's been rejected. So at the break of this area over here, you can easily take your trade. Where is gonna be your target? This area over here, and any other, like I will say the 1835. So it's not it's not a huge trade, because it's basically a dead time volume at that point. But if you see that stuff any other day and your range is about 50 pips, risking 20 pips to take a 50 pip trade will be really nice on gold, because it's going to be a stress-free trade. And from yesterday was even better from the 1810. But so far gold, the way it's looking right now, still trading below the 1835. Hasn't been closed above the 1837. I would like anything closing above 1837. I don't know if the news are gonna mess up with the setup, or it's gonna give you that impulsive move to the upside to retest the 1840s. It is Friday. I will say, stay away from taking any trade inside this range, because can have you between 1835 and 1831, for a couple hours. So it's better to wait till you see a nice break outside that area. Raja, can you go to the daily chart, please? And I will need you to squeeze the chart a little bit. I don't think it's gonna happen anything for now. Yeah, yeah, right there. So you see how this area over here. Can you squeeze the chart a little bit? Zoom out, so I can see the structure to the left. Yes, a little bit more. Wanna see the structure? Yes, somewhere there. This area over here, after a long break in this area, this is basically the area that you don't want to see gold trading in. This area over here. Why? Because if gold decides to come back and start trading below this area, we're gonna have another move to the downside. That's basically on the daily. That's why yesterday was really important on the weekly. We were talking with Ted. I think Raja, Jivan, everybody were looking at the same thing, that the weekly candle made sense to give you a pullback toward a previous key point. And then you have this structure over here. You had this structure over here. So you don't want to see gold trading inside this range again, because can have you, bouncing for a little bit before heading down from there. But the way we're looking at gold so far is that broke a structure, give you retest, another push to the upside, another retest. So in this area over here is basically this area, the 1880s. Remember, the long-term target that we were talking with Jivan last Friday is 1900. But that doesn't mean that the trade is going to be a clean move to the 1900. That means that market can easily retrace. Now your job is going to be identifying where is going to be this retest, this retracement, or when the pullback will happen. So usually in the first week of the monthly candle, you have the wick fill for the previous monthly. So the second week of the month, then you have the retracement, the pullback. And the third and fourth week is basically a continuation. So it's good that finally this weekly candle looks like it's gonna start closing bullish above the previous one. So the next one is gonna be a straight move to the 1900s, in my opinion. But basically that's the move that I wanted to see, the move toward this area over here. Rejecting 1810 was really nice. So I don't think we're gonna come back to the 1810s again. I may be wrong, you know, but the market is the only one who's right every day. But that's basically it. I still bullish. I'm only looking for buys on gold, because looking for sells can play, but really like short-term sell. And so far I like it, what gold is doing right now. You looking to take that trade, or you already took that trade, Raja?
Yeah, this one should continue up over here at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
We are breaking above this area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's cool.
We broke above the high at that point. This candle is also about to close. The only problem is, how will this react to this area where it is right now as it continues moving bullish? That's the entire issue. Possible to just wait? Yeah, we could wait, but this is where I took the entry right here, giving this a second chance as we broke above this high at this point.
Yeah. You're good now.
Yeah. Probably gonna put stops at, because I took the earlier trade I took here. This was a losing trade, $1,200. Now this, I'm trying to see if we can continue bullish. Probably gonna put stop loss at entry and then try to see if we can do buy stops or sell stops. He only say it when he's in profit. Of course, I'll say whatever I want in a free stream. We gave the ideas. You just have to execute in it. Man, you guys. Alright, looks like pound AUD is coming down here, about to break this low at this point.
We can easily grab this move to the 1840s.
Continue on towards 1840? Yeah.
Yeah. Because pre-news, we can easily tap 1840s before any rejection. So when the news comes, probably we're gonna get a retest to those 1830, 1837. But I think we'll still have a huge chance that can tap the 1840 before the news.
Yeah, ooh, this is a new candle at this point.
Yes, I like it.
Oh wow, look at that, 150, 60 pips at this point. So closed a bunch of my positions right here, and now leaving the rest run with stops at break even. Yeah, first try was right over here. So this was the first entry right here. Right here was the first entry. Once we broke above the high, didn't really work out. The second entry was when we broke the high again. So gave my trade a second chance for price to continue up.
Good.
Yeah, pretty good. Stops at break even. Nothing can basically end this trade in a loss at this point. Ooh, GA is also rejecting that support. GU is trying to break up here as well. Pound yen is still in that range. How did you manage your first trade in gold? I just closed it. It came back in the range and I just closed that in a, I think it was a 7-8 pip drawdown. See here, really nice man. Collected my 10 pips with you. First, I love gold, then my mama, and then Raja. Oh, nice. Gold comes before mama. All right.
Yeah.
Mother's Day just passed, man. Oh, God. Oh, okay. No, guy said God. My bad.
Okay.
Where was your stop loss for the second chance? The stop loss was within this range. It was like 14, 15 pips away within the range, basically. So the retail sales data is going to come on, and then I'm going to see if we can add a buy stop to this trade at this point. Do you ever wait for your trade to go into less drawdown before closing? I tend to get scared and try to lose as less as possible. Yes, I try to lose as less as possible too. That's the goal, right? At the end of the day. Are you looking for a similar move like CPI? Yes. So we're going to see how good that move is. Oh, nice. Look at this. Your USD also made a support and continued bullish at this point. I get such a rush trading with you guys, man. I love you guys. Oh, nice. Man, people are showing a lot of love here today. Amazing. Can you explain why you took the second trade? Yes, because we were breaking the high at this point here. And that was basically an impulse entry at that point for price to continue bullish. We were breaking the high. First was taken right over here once we were breaking the high at this point. But I guess the problem was that I didn't wait for this candle to break the high of the previous one. So I think that was a premature buy. And then this second chance I gave to the same bias was once this candle broke above the high of the previous candle, which is also a resistance. So that's where that buy was taken. The second chance. So now we're going to see how this candle is going to close, coming closer to the news time here.
You get at least 1,000 likes before the news. Come on.
Yeah, come on. How much we got? 600.
Yeah.
Don't get Kerwin upset.
Let's get it though.
How do you stop yourself from over risk management of a trade when in drawdown? It's basically knowing that if I can secure a loss with like a small loss, then I'm just gonna let the resting run. Because basically, if my risk is, let's say per trade is $1,500, and if you can close a certain position, and now you know that if price hits your stop loss, you're gonna lose, let's say, less than 1,500, which means you're gonna lose less than what you planned on losing. Then I think you can have some sort of confidence, and maybe you'll be okay with that outcome. That at least you're losing less than what you expected to lose. I will re-enter when we broke a breakup of the high at this point. Yeah, that looks good. I think that break may come with the retail sales data. Oh, about to get stopped out in this gold buy. Were you not concerned about the 2 rejections? No, because this is high volume time. Guys, listen, whenever there's volume in the market, price is really gonna push through zones with a lot of volume. And we can see right here, the runner is going to get stopped out here soon. It's all right. Three pips away.
I should respect the 1836.50, unless the spread takes you out. But I think, yeah, if it's gonna continue, it needs to respect the 1836.50.
Can you sync TradingView chart with MT4 desktop chart? No. I think the brokerage has to be. Oh, my runner got stopped out.
What a shame. Oh, God.
What a shame. Expected it to go up, but it didn't. Still good. Up like $689 for today. Still pretty good. $479 after commissions.
Commission stay in the house.
Yeah. Still gotta pay commissions. Man, trust me, I also pay commissions.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obvio. See, now it's gonna fly this.
Yeah. We got 8 minutes left over here too. Buy stop above 1838 or sell stop below 1834? That's the question. That is the question for today. Retail sales data is coming in. They're looking at really, really bad numbers. And it's still going to be interesting to see how big of a fluctuation we get with these numbers. Okay, let's see here. Wish I could make that. Raja made gas money. Oh wow. Still moving up over here. Got stopped out for no reason.
Yeah. A deep retest. Was
Yeah.
a deep retest, bro.
Very deep retest. The only thing is, if we break above here, are we going to tap into 1840 before the news?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
You know, because like if they're looking at bad numbers and price goes towards 1840, we could say that, hey, that's priced in. You know, those bad numbers are priced in.
And now the basically your friend, the plate that you're looking for, is going along with the weekly candle. So weekly has a potential to continue smashing take profits to the upside from 1840s to 1850s. The situation here is, are we gonna reject the 1840s and close back in this range pre-New York session between 1836 and 1831, or will the news give you a fake move to the downside, long wick to the downside, retest that support pre-New York, which is 1831, 1832, and reject really hard from there, and after the news gets released, basically 10 or 15 minutes before, is going to be the continuation to the upside. We have seen a lot of time the same thing with gold, that tends to give you the fake move to the down to to the sell point with the news, and then later on it's basically just pumping and pumping. It's I still think I believe that we're gonna tap the 1840s before the news. So 5 minutes, yeah.
5 minutes left. The broker was watching your trade. Maybe that's why you got stopped out. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Gold does these retracements, these liquidity grabs. Plus also we got high impact news here soon, so we'll see how that affects price. What do you think about today's number? That it goes up or down for gold? I have no idea. We'll have to play it by the ear and see where we go. Will news affect pound USD? Yes. Pound yen? Possibly here and there, but we're not sure. Okay. If the USD becomes so weak, should I enter a trade or just need to be patient because the market closes today and I should enter on Monday? I think a better answer would be to maybe wait for a Monday if you haven't really traded the news, or if you don't know how news affects price, because sometimes what happens is that the numbers, they come out really good or really bad and nothing really moves price. If nothing really moves price in the moment, then maybe the market needs some time to absorb those numbers and still kind of decide where we're going to go. So that may happen at NYSE Open. We've seen that happen before as well. So you'll have to be really careful how you execute based on news here today. Are you going to show your buy stops and sell stops? Yes. Yeah, we'll see. We got 3 minutes left here now. Do brokers trade against clients? No. It's impossible. Like if someone has, let's say, like 10,000 clients, there's no one sitting there looking to trade against each and every one of those clients. It's not how it works. All orders are going to the market. Ooh, we got Scorpion back here too. How do we know when to take an impulse entry when it breaks the previous candle, form a candle, breaking and closing, and execute? I think it comes from experience. When you talk about impulse entries, it comes from experience. With this bull move up during London, could it be the case that the news is being priced in? It could very well be the case. You know, it could very well be the case. So that's why I'm going to be using a sell stop and a buy stop. We got around 2.5 minutes left. Brokers sell data to liquidity providers and take the opposite side of our. Where'd you guys get this information from? So what about, okay, so what about us trying to call winning trades here on the stream? Then that means we're killing the brokers, right? I mean, come on, man. It's like, use some logic over here. We're trying to get you guys to win trades over here. So that means you're trying to kill the brokerages. Is there any trade that you took so far today? Yeah, I had a gold buy. Had 2 gold buy trades. One hit stop loss and one kind of worked out. So we're going to try to see if we can use a buy stop or a sell stop now on gold. Should be interesting. All right, we're coming into 1,000 likes. TP hit for today. Okay, let's take a look over here now. Let's take a look here. So see, I took 2 trades here. What I'm going to do is 30-minute time frame. Let's use a smaller lot size here. It's going to be a buy stop right here above this candle. And probably going to have a sell stop below the 30-minute candle right here. There's no stop losses. I'm going to be looking to close the trade. So it's going to be quick execution. Do you people seriously think brokers are going to dump millions in the opposite side of your trade in an attempt to take your $100 stop loss? Yes, that's true too. Why not use trailing stops? I don't know, because so here's the thing about buy stops and sell stops, right? When you're using buy stops and sell stops, you're expecting price to continue moving through that area. That's what you're expecting. So when we're using buy stops and sell stops, we're expecting price to continue moving through this area. We have about 10 seconds left over here. I think having a sell stop below the 15-minute candle would be much better. Yeah, right here. Oh. Closing the buy stop right now. No, I think we're going to keep it open at this point. Maybe close the sell stop because expected a really strong push, but it didn't come at this point. Yeah. Oh no.
That's okay. That's okay.
Oh wow. I closed the sell stop right in time.
Yes, that's okay.
Because
that's
it got.
Remember, can be a massive fake move to the downside for the continuation to the upside. So be really careful with the sells.
Yeah. Yeah.
If this is breaking below 1831, then yeah, sells will play out really nice. Other than that, this range is really dangerous. So don't.
Because look what it executed right here. Got slipped at the bottom. As soon as it got slipped, I closed. I was like, nah, fuck it. I got rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna move up at this time right now.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, we're breaking above the high.
Yeah, it's Gucci, bro.
I think 1840 is coming in.
Right, beautiful. I'm securing, bro. Secure.
Nice, good one, Kerwin.
Yep. Remember, 1840 is really tricky, so be careful with 1840s.
Let's see what the numbers were here. Ooh, bad numbers. Core retail sales. Yeah, I mean, wasn't that much of a fluctuation, to be honest. Yeah, wasn't.
Yeah.
Is the buy stop up? No. If you could see the screen, I closed my buy stop. Gambling expert. A lot of people in the gulag lose money. Like you only lose money if you manage risk. Like if you look at my history, I'm still up like $480 today. You know, really manage my risk here. Yeah. Really expected price to pump in one direction.
Now, I think that the retest to the downside is done. And now we're gonna go boom, 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 boom. Okay, just boom.
Straight move towards 1840. Pound yen ranging. Ooh, GU tapped into the resistance here. See what GA did. GA is still in this range over here now. Why did you close the buy stop or sell stop? Because it got really volatile for my liking. So I closed everything and now I'm just gonna chill for the day. I'm gonna chill out for the day now. Yeah, so you can see right here, took 3 trades, losing trade, winning trade, losing trade here, up about $244. I'm in profits for the day. You know, so even if you're in profits for like $200, you know, $20, whatever profit that is, just understand this. You are in the top 10% of people who made money today. You know, and don't lose those profits no matter how big or small those profits are. Because profits are profits, man. They're still profits. Oh, Mr. West L donated $10. Nice. So instead of being up 244, I'm up 254. 254. Yeah, that was a very, very volatile move, man. Got slipped. As soon as it got slipped, I closed my order. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna mess around with this. Wow, look at that. Straight somersault on gold. Damn. This is where people lose. Oh, look at that. They had really bad numbers for retail sales. Well, it is what it is. The people who lose money are the ones who do copy trading and don't learn what to do. That's true. Wicks do lie now. No, Wicks don't lie when it comes to news. No, they do lie when it comes to news. What do you mean got slipped? Slippage means when your order gets executed lower than where you had it placed. That's what it means by slippage. Any GJ plans? Yeah, GJ plans potentially above 154, but other than that, I mean, I'd be calling it a day in about 10 minutes here anyway. Can someone explain why gold didn't skyrocket even with those bad numbers? Who knows? Maybe gold has other plans. Or probably it's going to take some time to absorb the news in the market, and maybe by NYSE we can see price moving. You know, that could be the case. By NYSE, we can see price moving. Man, I think with all these gulag questions in, we should really make these paid streams. Just to like get rid of all the questions here, which like, you know, like in the YouTube, from the YouTube. We should make these streams paid. $50? Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Okay, let's see here. As I said, it's collecting orders and it will spike up to stop out all sellers and trigger a lot of buyers that will drop strong. Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, we're in a range at this point now. With this minimal movement on gold, does this mean news have been priced in? It could. You know, it could mean that news was priced in from the London session. I think there's one phenomena known as marrying the pair. You know, it's like when you take a loss on a pair and it's still moving really fast, you still take trades on it, right? You still take trades on it. You don't want to let it go. You don't want to accept that loss. Like if, let's say, someone took buys on gold, now they're in drawdown, they may want to close the buys and take sells because they may be looking at this fake out. They're like, oh, what if we go down? It's a sell. You know, that's when you start really marrying the pair. And marrying the pair is bad because the pair you marry like that, there's a lot of emotions attached, you know, and that pair actually becomes an abuser, you know, because you're taking losses left and right, losses in buys, losses in sells. And by the time you're done, you're down 10%, 15%, and you're like, oh, damn, man, why did I do that? Why didn't I listen and just stop? Do you think putting sell stop or buy stop before the news is considered gambling? No, gambling is when you don't identify your risk. When you identify your risk, when you identify what you're risking, I think that's still pretty good, you know. So I identified my risk. That's why I used the smaller lot size. Oh wow, look at that. Damn, straight rejection. Are you going to open a school in Pakistan to teach trading? Yeah, that's my goal. That's my goal, to open a trading academy in Pakistan. And then, like, you know, move around between the UK and Dubai.
That sounds clutch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my plan for the next year, year and a half. Who knows what happens, you know, we'll see. If we have a rejection at 153,930, trading in the range is possible. No, I think that's going to be pretty difficult to trade within the range, especially on pound yen. Because, I mean, we're stuck in this range. We're at 154. I think it's going to be better to wait for price to break above 154. Oh wow, GA is also moving down at this point, broke below support. 1 hour candle is also about to close. A lot of rejections over here to the left hand side as well. Makes the analysis extremely difficult. Yesterday got an invitation from your fake account. Oh, nice. Yeah, man, people are trying to sell innocent people Bitcoin schemes. They tell guys all you need to do is invest 5,000 and in 7 days that 5,000 is going to become 17,000. Amazing. That's a pretty good that's a pretty good investment. Make 5,000 in 17,000. Why the hell do you need my money then if you're making money like that? That's something you should ask them. Well, then why do you need my money? If price doesn't close above resistance, how come you do not consider quick sells if probability to go lower increases? Because you got to look at the best possible scenario, you know. If price is rejecting resistance, you're not going to take sells, you know, because you need a much better confirmation. And I think if price rejects 154, better sells are going to be below 153,700, because then we'll have much more stronger confirmations for price to continue down. Yeah, pound yen is starting to move down at this point too. Looks pretty clean. Looks really clean to continue bearish. Hey, is it better to trade one pair or only trade two pairs? I think it's better to focus on I would say one pair, but mostly it's also going to be two pairs, you know, if you can. But mostly I'm going to say just focus on one pair. If I'm looking at pound yen, I'm also keeping an eye on gold. So I'd only trade two pairs, pound yen and gold. You know, there was an opportunity on gold, tried taking it, didn't really work out. You know, pound yen has still been ranging here, so that's why I was focused on gold. How often do you swing trade? I don't swing trade. I may leave trades open overnight if my stops are in profits or at break even. But other than that, I just, you know, I just focus on day-to-day trading here. Hey, Raja, you're a great person doing a great job for a lot of people. Oh, thank you, thank you. Will you trade GJ later on? If you break above 154, I think I may be executing on that. Above 154. Yeah, for price to continue to 154, 200, I would say. At least 154, 200.
Rakeel,
Hey, Viggy.
how are you, bro?
Good, good. How are you?
Good, bro. I just want to ask you a question for pound yen. Would you want a 30-minute candle to close above or like an hourly candle?
I would say the 30-minute candle would be good.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at 15-minute. 15-minute has some problems, like it has a minor resistance at like 154.085, something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Yeah. All right, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Going to see a 30-minute candle to close above and then the next one to break the high for it to continue bullish. I think that's going to be better.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. Do you live in LA or I live in Canada? Okay, let's see here. Where do you use price action, like after the body close or at the wick? I think it's going to be at the body close. So you can see right here, this 30-minute candle is about to close at this point in about 15 minutes. Would want to see this candle close bullish above this area and the next one to break the high for it to continue bullish. I think that's going to be the best position to enter a buy at that point on pound yen. But anyway, guys, I'm going to head off over here. I'm just going to monitor pound yen above 154, and I'm going to monitor gold below 1830, 1831 for it to continue bearish. So other than that, hope everyone has a great weekend. It's Friday. Let's not please let's not overtrade. If you're in drawdowns, I understand it's tough, but just protect your account. That's all I can say. Just protect your account.
Okay,
Right?
Raja.
Thank you.
Take care, brother.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, Rocha.
Yeah, we'll see you guys Monday morning.
Thank you, Roger.
Salamat.
Hey, take care. Oh,
Portugal, cara.
all right. Take care, Gulag. Pague Francês. Adios.
Thank you.
Tchau, parceiro.
Obrigado. Allahu Akbar.